Guys,
hey.
How about that one, huh?
What's up, man?
That one was fun. It's the kind you play for sure.
So talk us through that at bat, and then you finally make a connection, and you make the decision that I'm going to take second. Just talk us through that bat, and then what happened? What was going through your mind as you decided I could take another base?
Yeah. So early in the bat, I'm looking to do damage. I'm trying to hit a double, trying to find a gap somewhere, and then once I got to 2 strikes, I mean, it's one of those deals that as a hitter, sometimes you see a bunch of guys have really good at bats, or even if it's like a goal line stand, it's I don't know if it's something that flipped in my brain but just kind of go into compete mode. Hey, I'm going to sell out for the dudes, whatever it looks like. And I could have rolled over to the shortstop, but I was going to try to move the ball with everything I had, and so move the ball and it works out, and so see it drop. Start running to first, kind of look at the dugout like, let's go, kind of try to fire everybody up. I look up and he's on the ground and the ball is 6-7 foot away from him. And then at that point I just risking it for the biscuit, you know what I mean? I was just going for it. And we always preach value in 90 feet and trying to steal 90 feet when we can, and I saw it as an opportunity to steal 90 feet, and then again, just got to go for it sometimes, and that's what I tried to do.
Some instinct there, you just
just wanted to see how fast the legs could take me there, you know what I mean? It ended up working out, really bang play, but I'm glad it worked out for the Knights for sure.
So we talked about, boom, of course, Gus Malzahn really brought the boom catchphrase to UCF football. Now you're kind of bringing it to UCF baseball. Can you kind of talk about how that kind of came about? Did you have anything to do with that?
Yeah, it was Cam Leiter was, I think, the original that came up with it, because in the earlier in the spring, like when the pitchers would strike somebody out, pitchers are really loud and obnoxious sometimes, so when they would strike somebody out, everybody would boom. And they were like, that's how Gus does it, right? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what he does. And so after the first couple home runs we hit the first weekend, I was like, guys, we could have something to really get excited about when we hit a homer. And Leiter was like, why don't we do the boom? And so it stuck, and it's something that gets us fired up, and I feel like gets the fans fired up too, and so we're enjoying it.
You guys are having fun with it, but not everybody on the other side.
Sure. I think, I mean, you can see it from 2 different angles, you know what I mean? We're kids having fun, playing a kid's game, trying to compete and win and have fun, and whatever comes with that, that's just us having fun. There's no harsh feelings to anybody, but we're definitely here to compete. We're here to win, and we're here to have fun all day.
Did you expect all that constant stuff to quite go so viral?
I didn't really expect it to go that viral. That was a wild deal. But again, no hard feelings towards anybody. We were just having fun and living in the moment. And some people take it some way, some people take it a different way. But just having fun.
The TikTok went viral in particular. Some Clemson people were kind of upset with that. I think maybe you filmed it. You guys were just having some fun with that.
Yeah,
it wasn't meant to.
Yeah, just having fun. I mean, in all of the really cool stadium, I got to go in high school one time when I took a visit, and I was telling the guys about the hill. I was like, guys, it's really steep, and then they jump when they go, and then we go to the stadium to shower, and then they're all looking at the hill, they're all admiring it, and they were like, guys, we got to go run it. And I was like, look, this is an opportunity you're never going to get again. And so all the guys got up there and ran down it and had a good time doing it. But it's really cool. No disrespect, just having fun. Sorry that it came off like that to some people, but not sorry in the same sense.
John, the team as a whole kind of had a defensive runners early in the game. There was a particular throw that you made to third base. Were you trying to hit the cutoff man, or you thought you had the chance and you're like,
I think that's an error on my end. Guy that was on first is a really good runner, and I got to know that. And so if he gets a good jump on the ball and the ball takes me in the opposite direction, that ball's got to go to second, making it a first and third situation, possibly getting a double play, maybe getting out of the inning. Something to learn from. There's always something to learn from every game, and adjustments to be made, and that's something that I definitely learned from tonight.
I know you've always, I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
I know you always said baseball was your first love, and it's been 2 years since you've been playing competitive ball. Now that you're in it, you're in a season, you're contributing, you're helping the team win games. How much fun are you having? How are you feeling out there?
I mean, I'm having a blast. I'm living my dream. I'm getting to go to do football in the mornings and then baseball in the afternoons. I'm living, in second grade I dreamed of this. And some days you get tired and your body gets tired, but then you remember, man, I'm blessed to be able to do the things that I do, and certainly don't want to take advantage of it, because at the end of the day I'm super blessed, and I can't say that enough, that I'm really blessed to have the opportunity that I have right now, for sure.
How you juggle? You mentioned morning, afternoon. What's a typical day like?
Yeah, so in the mornings I'll go football. So there's a little bit of a balance that happens. So we're running just like wind sprints at football. Sometimes I'll sit out those to keep my legs for the baseball side of it because I'm running over here. But I lift over at football, do meetings and stuff with the new rules and stuff. The coaches can have meetings with you and then sometimes can get on the field with you as well. And so doing those meetings, those walk-through, run-through type deals. And then around lunchtime every day, I grab some lunch really quick and then over here about 1 o'clock getting baseball going and then do that until the end of the day, probably about 5:30 or whenever we get out. Sometimes it's earlier than that, and then go home and try to get some quick homework done and then hit the sack and get up early at 5 a.m. again. So it's fun. It is busy. Don't get me wrong. I'm tired some days, but again, like I tell myself that I'm really truly blessed to be doing what I'm doing, and I feel super lucky to do so.
I saw you guys going visiting the fans out that were watching by the outfit with the morning track. What kind of sparked that?
Man, those guys are awesome out there. Obviously, being a center, you can hear them all game. We're talking back and forth, having a really great time out there. But those guys have really shown up for us every weekend series that we've been here. So the first one ended now again. I think fans like that help you win ball games. When you get momentum on your side and a place like this starts rocking from the outfield, from behind home plate, I think it affects pitchers and affects teams, put pressure on them, and we really appreciate them coming out, and it's a whole lot of fun to play in front of those guys for sure.
What does come from behind win like this do?
I think it's definitely a confidence boost, a momentum booster as well. But Coach Lovelady preaches it all the time. You got to take it one game at a time, one day at a time. So appreciate it today. But at the end of the day, we got to show up tomorrow ready to go and ready to do it again. But I think, back to the question, I think it builds a lot of confidence for this team that we can get it done in tough situations, in a pinch sometimes if we need to. And to have somebody like Tom to be able to get up there and end it with one swing is really fun and really cool to watch.
The long ball really helped you guys get come back in this game. What was it like to be able to hang in there this whole like what was your guys' mindset there, and how big has the power been for you guys this season?
Yeah, really fun to watch. I mean, those guys that are swinging it really well, McCabe and Tom and Rowe and Drew and Brady and me occasionally, I guess. Sure. It's really fun when those guys can get up there and in one swing of a bat can change a baseball game, and they do just that. They do it well, and so really cool to have teammates like that, and it's really fun also to see everybody cheering for each other. Sometimes in baseball, when you have 9 guys that only can play, you get a team that's kind of shuffling around, splitting apart. Guys wishing they had a lot more playing time, just like everybody would. They want to be out there. They want to compete. But the guys they're on the bench that day or whatever their role looks like, they're really bringing the juice, picking us up, and really doing a great job helping us win ball games.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, guys. Really appreciate it.
Good luck to you. I appreciate it.